Hello, friends and partners. I want to say that it's a privilege to share in the gospel of Jesus Christ today. Today, I'm starting a brand new message series. It's called Relaxing in the Faith. And basically, it's going to deal with not, to compromise morals or principles or doctrines or anything like that. But what it's dealing with is releasing your worry. Worry, stress, and the wrong kind of pressures can set you up for failure. And I hate to say this, but there are Christians. They will point out certain doctrinal issues. They will, maybe if you're a preacher or a teacher or a leader in a church, they will look at certain little details in the Word, and they will overlook the connotation and the actual meaning of those words, but they'll point out something and maybe come against the message that God has given you to preach, or come against the way that maybe your lifestyle is. And I believe that once you learn to relax and let God be God, let Him take care of those issues, and you get to the place that they don't influence you, or that pressure doesn't cause you to act out. See, you can be without spot, wrinkle, and blemish. And when the pressure's applied, not know how to express what God wants to do for you, or how to rest and release what others are saying, then they themselves with the pressure will cause you to fail. And once again, what happens a lot of times when people put pressure like on that, really the failure is within them. The sin is within them, and you yourself are being crucified like Christ is. You're being judged and criticized. But if you can let go of that pressure, they won't be able to spot your lie, and they'll have to deal with the issue, and the issue is them. So let's relax in the faith. Let's enjoy Christ. Even God, Hebrews chapter 4 says, verses 4 through 6 says, "For he spake in a certain place of the seventh day on this wise, and God did rest the seventh day from all his works. And in this place again, if they shall enter into my rest, seeing therefore it remaineth that some must enter therein, and they to whom it was first preached entered not in because of unbelief." Also, it was because, if you go back up and read a couple scriptures before, is because that it wasn't mixed with faith. They didn't believe to that extent or to that point. When God's giving you revelation, or He's teaching you and speaking to you, there is a rest, and that rest is there. Others may not receive that rest because they're not that place of understanding, but at the same time, you can't let that hinder you. They entered not into His rest because they learned not how to authoritatively relax. And all that is, authoritatively relax, that's just a big word to say. They didn't know how to let go of their pressures. They didn't know how to let go of their stress. And they didn't know how to just focus and give it unto God. To release ownership of worry and that pressure is a gift from God. As a matter of fact, of the fruit of the Spirit, the Bible speaks of love, joy, and peace. If you love the people persecuting you more than you love yourself, it's going to be easier for you to receive peace. And if you love them, despite their even persecuting you, coming against you, if you love them with that eternal love, it's easier to let go of that and not allow that to get you frustrated, get you angry, and get you in the place that you could fail, or worst of all, sin, and then they would really have a reason to tear you apart. Like Galatians chapter 5 also says that some bite and devour one another. We can't bite and devour one another and expect God to bless us. As a matter of fact, we better hold fast to what the Lord wants to do for us. In Romans 14, I'm going to point out, actually, in the next, I'm going to point out about giving permission to thoughts, how that you've got power to stand against worry, and how that God will teach you to release that worry once you can relax in the faith, enjoy His love, His joy, which is different than the world's. I'm going to talk a little bit about that in the next segment, and enjoy His presence 100% regardless if others do or not. But anyway, I want to thank you for tuning in to www.measureoffaith.us. Now I want to say, once you learn to relax in the faith, it's there that God can use you through peace, that He can use you to reprove others, to rebuke, and that He will give you the backbone necessary to stand. Friend, God bless you.